Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Happy Monday. And I am so glad it is still Monday. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about that in just a second. Um, we're gonna start out as like every Monday night, we're gonna talk about the project you were voting for, and they were both crochet this week, which I think this is only the second time this has happened. So you have a voting between two crochet projects on a New Start Monday knitting podcast. Um, and then we're going to talk about what I'm doing, what I've knit, what yarn I've dyed. We can talk a little bit more. Jocelyn and I were podcasting last night, so we've already talked a little bit about the Stephen West MCAL, the gnome mystery knit along, but we can talk a little bit more about those tonight because there could be some different people here. Oh my gosh, pumpkins. Diane, you were voting for pumpkins, weren't you? Okay, so first off, the reason why I said I'm so glad it is still Monday. I came home from work today. I was exhausted. I did a little bit of knitting. And I was literally falling asleep, and I thought, "That's okay. I'll lay down for a 10-minute nap." So you can see where this is going, right? I remember my alarm going off, and I vaguely remember hitting I don't know, I didn't hit snooze, I just shut it right off, and then all of a sudden, I woke up with a start, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what time is it?" I had visions of it being hours past 8 o'clock and thinking, "Oh, no. What am I gonna do?" I woke up, I had 11 minutes to spare. I'm like, "Thank goodness." So here we are. I have no makeup on. I just quickly counted the votes, and we're gonna chat about pumpkins, crocheted pumpkins, and crocheted spider web granny squares. So happy Monday, everybody. I hope your Monday night's going great. I haven't even pulled up Ravelry, so let me see if I can find. Oh, it's right here. Look at that. Let me see. Let me get signed into Ravelry. I've been trying to be super smart the last few weeks and doing this all before we all start chatting, but because I was running a few minutes late, I thought that's okay. I will just do this as we chat. Nikki says, "You look well rested." I should be because I slept for like an hour and a half. Um, no makeup needed. I know. Who needs makeup? That should be a thing anyways, right? Um, oh, Ravelry didn't like that. Anyways, so we're here and I'm mostly on time. And I'm gonna pull up these two patterns. So my dilemma this morning when I got up the first time this morning, I thought, "Okay, what do I wanna do?" And I briefly looked on Ravelry at some other projects that were not Halloween. And then I thought, "No, let's stick with a Halloween theme because it's only Halloween once a year and it's fun. So let's do that." So I have one of next week's projects all ready to go for next week because it looks really, really fun. So, just saying. I now have to find something for you guys to vote with it. Or maybe I could just keep that project and you guys could vote for yarn. That is possible. That might just happen. Anyways, okay. Projects. So I went back and I did a search again for Halloween. And I was thinking, you guys didn't vote a couple of weeks ago. I think it was between the little colorwork witch and a really cute crocheted pumpkin. And I can't remember how close it was, but you guys all went for the color work witch. And I was kind of feeling like crocheting a granny square pumpkin. That's what I was looking for. So I thought, okay, can I find more? It's like something a little different, a granny square. I thought about putting up the exact same granny square pumpkin again. And I thought, should I do that? In the end, I didn't. If I had maybe have gotten stuck, here, just for fun, before I tell you what the winning square is, I'm gonna show you some of the other ones that I looked at. I thought so there along the granny square theme, there was what is this? Granny square black cat granny squares. Don't those look fun? Not really super Halloweeny, maybe oh, I don't know. Anyways, they were cute, but not quite what I was feeling. So they went, I don't know, back in the Ravelry to make at some point. Then I came across these granny square pumpkins, which they looked really cute too. But I was still thinking about the granny square pumpkin from a couple of weeks ago, and I liked those ones better. This one was called Granny Pumpkin by Joy Clements. That's really cute. Is that it is a paid for pattern. Oh, it looks like she's an Australian designer. AUD, Australian dollars. I'm thinking that's what that is. Very oh, yeah, Louis and Lola yarns. Very nice. Okay, anyways, so there was that. This was I'm just taking you on a play-by-play of how my morning was. Anyways, what was this? Oh, I can't show you that one. Anyways, those were a couple of ones that were in contention, and then when I came across this one, I thought, "Okay, I have to have you guys vote for these." I have been seeing these pumpkins being made, like, all over Instagram and Facebook for, like, the last month, and I'm assuming it is who's the designer? Brianna K Designs. I'm thinking it's probably her she's showing herself crocheting them, putting them together, the finished product to promote her pattern, and there it is. So it's the wheat stitch, which looks super cute, and this is crochet and I'm sure this yes, it is crocheted. So it was just put out this past August. She has used Knit Picks Wool of the Andes. It's a worsted weight. 5 millimeter hook. Oh, and there's 3 sizes, small, medium, large for your stacked pumpkins. Let's see. Oh, there is okay, so she must be a blogger because it says there is also so you can pay for it. It says it's about $7 US, or there is a free pattern also available. So this must be she has some kind of sale going on, all the hearts. Special offer alert. Anyways, you can if you're interested in making that, you could go pay for the pattern, get it in your Ravelry library, or go navigate the blog. Anyways, that was one option. Cute crocheted pumpkins. I have no idea what the wheat stitch is, but it looks very fun. The other pattern was this one was very fitting. I saw this and thought, "Oh my gosh, look how fun that is," because that would test my crochet skills. The Web We Weave Granny Square, and if this is not the universe giving me a nudge to say, "Hey, get back on track with your granny squares," I don't know what it is. This is from Yarn Utopia. Nadia, who is from Yarn Utopia, this is her pattern. So it says published in Yarn Utopia on Ravelry, crocheted way back from September 2016. That feels like almost a lifetime ago. Aran weight yarn, 5 millimeter hook, and it is a free pattern. Ooh, it says it's the post stitch. I haven't been looking at any of the comments. So there is a free version. So if anybody is new here, you'll know that there is a handful, there's about 30 of us who signed up way back in January, which is almost a year ago now, to do a granny square a day fun crochet along. Anyways, we've been meeting once a month on Zoom, and Nadia from Yarn Utopia has if you go to her YouTube channel or actually Googling her is a little easier to find it. Google 365 days of granny squares and it comes up. It takes you to her YouTube channel and all the squares are listed there. 365 different squares, and this is one of them. So, this is what you guys were voting for. The 3 stacked pumpkins or this spider web, and I thought if this one was to win, I could do a bunch well, A, I could do one of them and just put it in my stack of all my squares, that are probably not gonna add up to 365 by the end of the year, but I could add it to my crocheted squares. I could learn whatever stitch this is that you make this really cool granny square block from, and then I could maybe do a multiple, and I could, like, make a garland with them and hang them for Halloween. That was my thinking. 366 if that year has 366. Okay, well, I don't need to be going to adding an extra year or an extra day, Susanna. Australian. Wonderful. All right, so there was just a little over 100 votes today between these 2 exciting projects. And it was very much one-sided. The winning vote, I think, had 72% of the votes. So if you, um, okay, I'm just reading Mary's I what did I say? Or or are you talking about the fact that I'm wearing no makeup? And Mary is saying, "My aunt used to say that every old barn could use a new coat of paint." Okay, to each their own. Okay. Anyways, I haven't been reading the comments. I've just been talking about these 2 because I'm, like, super, super excited about these both these crochet projects. So, the winning project had, like, 72%. There were a few people that voted for the granny square because they're like, "Yes, do a granny square, quick, easy, something I can whip up, hopefully, this week." Susanna voted twice. You can vote like, up to what, 4 times? If you really are passionate about a project, you can go over to Patreon, and the voting there is set up to be free, so you don't have to be a paid member in any of the tiers. Anybody can go over there and vote. You can vote right here on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, and Instagram, there's 2 places, like, a post and in the story, so I guess that gives you 5 potential votes if you want to, like, really try to stack the voting in one direction. What else? There was, like, lots of comments about doing the pumpkins because 'cause they're super, super cute. I think there was one comment said, "Do the pumpkins because it's still fall, it's not quite Halloween." Which is true, and pumpkins kinda do both, right? Like, they just f f blah, 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 they just, flow, that's the word I'm looking for, right from, as soon as summer's done, you can get the pumpkin-y things out as fall is coming in, and then right through to Halloween. So, um, that's where we are at. So, what did I say? 72% of the people voted one way. Insert your drum roll here, and I will tell you without further dragging out the exciting suspense of what project I am starting. I can't even say casting on because they're both crocheted. And it is going to be the super cute pumpkins. So the granny square, I'm like feeling like this is a sign about my granny square progress. Um, Or it could be like Susanna, and lots of times Susanna will just be like, do them both." And I'm like, most times when I'm, like, debating about something, that's what I usually when it comes to buying yarn, and it's like, "Do I want this or do I want this?" My motto is kinda like, "Buy them both. Get them home, then decide." So, anyway, that's it. So I thought, "Oh, maybe this time I might do both." If I was voting solely myself, and I might have gone the granny square. even though pumpkins was originally what I was looking for. Oh, Diane says, "I can finish mine along with you." Yes, a couple people had said that the wheat stitch pumpkins, they had it in their to make list, or, it was at the top of their list. So, yes, if you guys want to start one with me, they're crocheted, they're pumpkins. I mean, they should go pretty quickly. I have no idea what the wheat stitch is, so I'm very excited for that. I'm sure I will be able to figure out the pattern and understand what it's going to be. Otherwise, my wheat stitch might look a little inventive, but hopefully not. So now we go back to color selection. So part of the things we were talking about last night, and we were talking about the gnome MCAL, and I, without thinking, said something. I don't know if it was Jude, somebody's, I don't know what exactly there was. There was some kind of comment about their gnome or picking colors, or they hadn't started because like they were still picking colors. And I kind of said, well, like I was thinking, like, is that a big decision? It's like a gnome, it's a pumpkin. Like immediately I'm thinking orange. Orange, right? And then everybody's like, "Wow!" And then, of course, right, when we start talking about it, it's like, of course, pumpkins can be literally any color. And then, people were saying in the comments, I guess, like, if you go to the Ravelry thread for the gnome MCAL from Imagine Landscape, that people, of course, were using pink and purple and sparkly, like, literally, like, sounded like no orange and green in their project at all. So, and then we look here, there's no orange, right? Just, like, really nice earthy tones. So there's now my decision. Which way do I go? Do I go traditional and do orange? I really like white pumpkins. The greeny bluey colored ones are really pretty. The brown is nice. Do I just look and see what I have for yarn and do that? Do I do multiple stacks, like one in earthy tones like this? Or do I do one that is like really fun? Like maybe, what do I have right here? Bright pink. Ooh, bright pink with this yellow. Ooh, what about the yellow and green? That would be a nice bright stack. The gold is pretty. I don't know. If you have ideas for colors, put them in the comments because this is not going to take a lot of yarn, right? Because if I do 3 different colors for a pumpkin, you're just going to need little bits left over. And that I most definitely have. Oh, hey, Wendy, how are you? Okay, so I don't even think I said hello to anybody. Susanna and Wendy and Diane said, I think Diane T is here and Nikki, Susanna, Amanda. Hey, Jen, Louise, and Susie. Oh, Suze. Okay, Susie's giving me, excuse me. I would recommend that you put stitch markers at the end of each row on the pumpkin and count stitches. I have pulled mine out quite a bit for getting off. Oh no, Susie. Okay, that's okay. That's not bothering me. Okay, that's good though. Thank you for that. So a stitch marker at the end of each row and count the stitches. So like you meaning like on the end of the row so like you don't lose that last stitch, which I'm like super like I always do anyways. Um hey Jude. Yes, I wanted more fun gnome colors than what you chose. That's how it got started because I was like, what do you mean? That's exactly what you said you wanted more fun gnome colors. And I'm like, I'm thinking it's a pumpkin gnome. I'm like, well, how fun can you get? You need orange and like probably like beige. I don't know, right? Well, then I was quickly informed that, yes, you could use all the colors in the rainbow, which obviously makes sense. I think it was just, I was like immediately went traditional, orange, green, brown. That sounds like a pumpkin gnome to me, right? Anyways, I like the colors in the pattern picture. Kim says, "You know what? I do too." Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like she's used like a beige and then maybe a gray. And then what's that bottom is kind of, I don't know, like a corally color, a rusty color, something like that. I wonder if, ooh, let's scroll through. Okay, look. Now, and I have to say, I love the little ribbon on the top because I have a ribbon addiction as well, you guys. I don't know that I don't like that stack as well, but I do like the multicolored, but I don't know if I'd like it in between 2 neutrals like that, but oh my gosh. Okay, here comes the color. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at the blue. Multicolored in each pumpkin. Oh my word. I like that. Oh, and here's 3, not stacked, but just put together on a tray. Doesn't that look like just something out of a magazine? My house doesn't actually look like that. Um, I love it. Oh, there's again the variegated yarn, but different colors. Is there more? Now I just want to see like a cajillion pictures. There was 12. Not quite a cajillion, but there was 12. Are they yes, Nancy, they are. So, let's see. Does it tell us anything else? So she had used Wool of the Andes yarn from Knit Picks. Oh, and she also Knit Picks Wool of the Andes. Oh, tweed worsted. Is that how she got the multicolored? I'm not sure. Let's see. Does it tell us very much about it? Okay. Let's read the description on Ravelry. Get into the fall season with the Pumpkin Spice Crochet Trio. This charming crochet pumpkin pattern offers a delightfully textured stitch and comes in 3 sizes, weaving the warmth of autumn and the joy of crafting into one lovely project. Who thinks of those descriptions? These pretty pumpkins are crocheted flat, then seamed and stuffed, and finished with a cinnamon stick and burlap ribbons. Nice. Oh, it says originally published in September of 2024. Perfect for crocheters of all levels. That gives me hope. This pattern comes with detailed instructions, including a full video tutorial to guide you through each step. Okay, now I'm feeling really hopeful. Notions removable stitch marker, a yarn needle to weave in ends, scissors, fiber fill, cinnamon stick, burlap ribbon. Yarn. Oh, the colorful yarn. Oh, was Mary Maxim Prism and Mellow Spun. Interesting. So, yardage, small, medium, large is talking 80, 100, 210 yards. So the small is just 80 yards of worsted weight yarn. Um, and then there's some abbreviations, gauge, who needs okay. Oh my gosh, I can't even say this. I was gonna say who does gauge for a pumpkin? I don't even do gauge for a pumpkin, you guys. Oh my gosh. And then there's like da 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 da. Okay, super fun. Okay, so the wheat stitch, that is my project for this week. Now let's actually show you some knitting. I showed you this last night. I was in all weekend, I was in like spring cleaning mode. Washing baseboards, dusting every little nook and cranny and emptying everything and vacuuming and moving all the furniture. I don't know if that is like like, some kinda nesting instinct if I, like, instinctually somehow know we're gonna get dumped on with snow in the next week or something, but that's the mode I was in, but it came up I found these socks stuck in somewhere, a tote somewhere, and I think I was knitting these last year, and we were talking about that these could sorta kinda be looked at as Halloween socks because there is purple, there's green, right? So I'm going with that. I started the heel flap last night while Jocelyn and I were chatting. Look at that. I only messed the first row up. The rest of them ended up good. You can see my nice little columns of slip stitches for my heel flap and gusset heel. This yarn, I have no idea what the yarn is. Ball band, long gone. It is a commercial yarn. It's not hand dyed. Anyways, it's super fun. I did find another sock as well. But I just left it or I set it aside because I thought this looked more Halloweeny. Actually, I found 3 socks. Okay. I found 3. I did find 3 pairs of socks. I have a bunch on the needles, that is for sure. So, the sock is in progress. Let me show you this poor little knit color work witch. For such a tiny excuse me, little project, she is taking a long time. I am stretching out the fun with her. But, okay. Excuse me. All right, let's make sure I'm not going to drop any stitches here. Look at, I have the color work part all done. Cute little pumpkins. Got my needles here. Got yarn going everywhere. But there, look at that. So there was 3 in the picture, it showed 3 different witches, 3 different color work little bands that you could put around the bottom of the witch. So there's a little garter stitch base on here, and then there's a turning row, and then there's now I have to just do oh, this little black and white little detail, I have to do that border on the top here. And then just do some decreasing and then increasing and do the head. And then there's a hat and a scarf and give her some hair. And she's done. I don't think she has arms. I have to look. I don't know about the arms. But anyways, I got the fun part done. Now I'm worried though that I've knit the fun part and I might not finish the rest of her. But I'm gonna try really hard to not let that happen because I would like to have her sitting over here. She could sit beside my needle felted snowmen because it's gonna be their time. I just love these guys so much that they just sit out all year long. So that is where I'm at. Super cute start to your witch, I know. And if I hadn't had a nap tonight, I could have gotten a whole bunch more done, but obviously I needed the sleep. So um that is underway. I'm using excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. I'm using the Sarasota yarn. So this is from the yarn shop, McPherson Arts and Crafts. On social media, the yarn part of the store is going by Canadian Yarns, Instagram, Facebook, and the website. So this is a really lovely, it's a DK weight cotton and acrylic blend. 60 cotton, 40 acrylic, I think is what how the blend yes, 60 cotton, 40 acrylic. It's really nice. People have been coming in and buying this and using it for baby sweaters. We've got one girl who comes to our knit nights, and she's been crocheting really cute little tank tops for a winter vacation. Cheryl did her granny squares for her bag out of it. It, like, works up really, really nice. So I'm gonna have, like, enough yarn to do I don't know, like 20 witches probably at some point. So anyway, that's it. The witch is underway. Hopefully we have her finished for next week because that's gonna be our, like, pre-Halloween podcast next week. Okay, what else do I have in my goodie bag here? Okay, what do I have? That is truly the question. Okay, how many Halloween projects am I supposed to have on the go here? Let's talk about last week's project. Let me find the okay, you guys can help me out here. Last week's project was the spooky Halloween hat. It is the stranded That did it have pumpkins and ghosts and black cats or something? What was it? Let me see. Here it is. Spooky Halloween Hat by Nancy Bates. Oh, it had bats, pumpkins, bats, and moon and like stars. So I haven't started it because I couldn't actually, the pattern. So it's not available on Ravelry, but it um it's available like on her website. So I went there, I purchased the pattern, but I haven't got the pattern yet. Now there was a note on like it very clearly on the front of her website that said she was off on vacation. But I was thinking that that wouldn't necessarily affect a pattern because I figured that would be set up to automatically email. But now I'm thinking, um, maybe she manually emails them out as she purchases them, like, as orders come in, she maybe manually does that, and it's not I mean, I'm not very techy, you guys know I'm not very techy, but I do know that there are ways that you can hook things up and when people buy it, right? Like through Ravelry, you buy it, you get it. Um, Anyways, I've looked in, um, like, all the places, unless it's, like, somewhere in my downloads somewhere. I don't know. Anyways anyways, I have the yarn, though, and I was, like, so excited to cast this on. This is what I'm gonna use for black. It's not super, super black, so what you're seeing on the screen is probably accurate. This is some yarn that I dyed, and this is I'm playing around trying to get a good shade of black, and, anyway, so this is close enough to black for me. This is what I'm gonna use, and then, of course, I'm just gonna use the natural. So this is our worsted weight. This is our local yarn. It is a beautiful rusticy yarn. It's a worsted weight, and I think this is gonna knit up gorgeously. Oh my gosh, I love this yarn. And there is some orange that I dyed as well. So, where does this go? Anyways, I'll worry about that. There we go. Nope. This has been There we go. So, there's an orange. So I'm really, really happy with the orange. I think this is gonna knit up really nice. So this is gonna be my colors I mean, we needed orange, black, and white. Remember we looked a couple weeks ago, and most of the patterns on the Ravelry, most of them were orange, black, and white. There was a couple that had mixed a little bit of green or a little bit of purple, but here I am doing a traditional Halloween color. And so this one will stay tuned for next week. I almost bought a different pattern just to get started, and then I thought, no, this is what we voted for, so I'm gonna wait. She's back from vacation, I think tomorrow. So Give it a couple more days. If the pattern doesn't show up, then there is another one on Instagram or on Ravelry that I like, and maybe I'll go with that. Oh, Susanna, you're not feeling well? That looks great, Susie says. Thank you. Um, oh, Diane says, if you order the Knit Picks yarn as I did, make sure you order 2 of the big pumpkin color. I didn't see that on the color when I ordered, so I had to order a second one. Yes, because it said, what did I just say? It was like 200 yards for the large one. I love I know, I love nice big pumpkins. Oh, Wendy, your pattern says Lion Brand Woolies. Okay, so which one? I've got to go back here. Both projects are crocheted. Yeah, someone from a Hallmark. Oh, you guys are talking about Hallmark movies and I haven't been paying attention. What yarn am I going to use? Oh, okay, Wendy, was that for yes, okay, yes, Susie, I would love to see a picture of your pumpkins. Jude, yes. Okay, Jen said, da, da, da. Yes, we were talking about colors for pumpkins. Did I miss any? Good old pumpkins won. They sure did. Wendy, are you going to try the pumpkins with me? Oh, Susie says, oh, well, maybe need to pull my pumpkins out to finish. You definitely should. Okay, Diane's going to finish hers along. Look at this. We're going to have a whole bunch of new pumpkins out in the world over this week, aren't we? Okay. Da, 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 da. It should be available on our website. I know. So I don't know if I did something wrong. Why I haven't been able to grab the pattern yet for this hat. But oh my gosh, Dawn's shawl. Stunning. Halloween triangular shawl color work. Gorgeous. Oh, Mary says she might try the Christmas one. Oh, yeah. That would be fun. Well, starting November 1st, we have a Ugly Not Ugly sweater challenge starting, which of course is supposed to be a sweater, but if you would prefer a shawl, do the shawl, right? Or do both. Oh, oh, what is that? Shabina's Arts and Crafts. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shabina, are you a knitter or crocheter or both? Oh, she is a crocheter. Wonderful. Have you done the wheat stitch? I'm looking for any pointers on the wheat stitch. I'm gonna have to go watch the video. Did you see the pumpkins that won this week's? When you asked who was say that one reading? Oh, what? Oh, was that about Mary's comment? I can't remember now what that was, Nancy. Nikki is working. Oh yeah, Into the Woods, that sweater, and you added some rows of color work because the increased rows were too close together. It was making it ripple. Oh, interesting. Okay, I can't wait to see what your little modifications look like. So, interestingly enough, these colors are also going to be the colors of the Pumcat sweater that I also have not started. I know the month is going to be gone. I'm gonna have is a whole bunch of hand-dyed yarn and these projects not started, but this is a brand new week. So I'm hopeful to get the switch done, get the hat, or if not the exact same one that we voted for last week, I will go buy the pattern that's my backup hat and get that cast on and knit. And then the sweater will get started. That's the plan. And now, the crocheted pumpkins. I'm really excited to try the wheat stitch because it's something I haven't done before, and it said post. Okay. Oh, no, 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 that was the spider web, wasn't it? The post stitch. So I don't know what the wheat stitch is. Okay, so Diane and Susie, what makes the wheat stitch? do you have any, like, tips or an easy way to describe the stitch? Is it, like, I wanna say, working into the row below or picking up a loop and pulling like, from, like, a row below and pulling it up to make those, what looks like V, like, knit stitches? Okay, I'm excited. Hey, Amanda. Amanda's working on another pair of the autumnal mitts and light. Oh, purple. That will be gorgeous. Dia says just like watch the video. It's pretty self-explanatory after that. Okay, I could do that. I like a good YouTube video for explaining things. Okay, YouTube it is. That will be I like that 'cause that's how I have done all the rest of my squares is I have been watching her YouTube videos, which is good and bad because it's really, really helped me to be able to watch the video, stop it, do whatever, start, stop, da 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 da. But it's not helping me learn to read a pattern. So, um, that's okay, Diane. Oh, okay. So, anyways, I will read the pattern, I will watch the video, I will find a hook and some yarn. Like I'm thinking actually this right here. It's more of a bulky, but that could be the big pumpkin, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, Nikki, you're so fast. She says she has her first DK sock that she cast on yesterday, almost three-quarters done. DK socks knit so fast. I love DK socks. Susie said it is like the stitch done on the flower granny where the yarn is wrapped about 7 times and then closed. That sounds fun. Oh my gosh, Diane's working on the color work on sleeve 2. That means you're like this close to being done. You just have the ribbing, the color work, the ribbing, and you have a finished sweater. Do you have to go I can't remember you had it on there's a picture in the Fiber Friends Facebook group. Do you have to go back and pick up stitches for the collar, or is that done already? Look at you. Nikki, that's fast. I know, look at that. Everybody's like, "Go, Nikki, go. You're gonna have a finished sock by the end of the night." Amanda, the end of one of my DPNs keeps Oh. Oh, that is a problem with DPNs when you have all those pointy ends, right? Oh, 2 inches of twisted rib. Look at that. You're gonna have it done, like, tonight, tomorrow. It is still like, you still have most of the night ahead of you, right? Because of the time difference. So you could color work is done just like that. Now 2 inches of rib, oh my gosh, you could, like, stay up. Like, don't go to bed till it's done. You can have a finished sweater tonight. You have a finished sweater I haven't even cast mine on. Story of my life. That's alright. But I, like, really am happy with these colors. I think I'm gonna love them. Oh my gosh, doesn't that just say Halloween? Like, look at that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Diane, I still have to do the bodies rib. Okay. So not quite as close to a finish, but still, maybe not tonight, but maybe tonight, tomorrow night, the next night for sure. Nikki says I started while watching a movie with Marvel, and today I knit during the PT appointment. See, that's good, right? That is good. It keeps you focused for the appointments. It gives you something to do. It passes the time. You're getting something productive done. Like, yeah, thank goodness for knitting and crocheting when we have to take our kids to appointments, right? It is like very what's the word? Comforting, therapeutic for us, right? Because then it keeps us calm. Because I know when Eric was little, I did, like every week there was appointments of some sort, different specialists. And yeah, you need something to keep from worrying, basically, right? Hello, Pamela. Those colors are so pretty. Thank you. And this group is so inspirational. I love being involved in a group that pushes me a bit. Well, you might be in the right place, Pamela. Are you going to do the trio stacked pumpkins? Are you a crocheter, Pamela? I can't remember if you knit, crochet, or both. Susie, those colors would make great pumpkins too, wouldn't they? I know. They just like maybe should just like twist all three. Like, look at that. It almost looks like a candy cane. Okay, don't do that. A candy cane of Halloween, a candy corn. What do I want to? If you could just, we could just twist a big hank like this. There's our like Halloween decor. Oh, anyways, otherwise, I'm just sitting and chatting with the PT and the PT assistant. So might as well knit a mindless knit. Absolutely. And, DK socks are the perfect thing for that. Oh my gosh, Diane T. Diane T is a very speedy, productive knitter and crocheter. What are you caking? She says, yarn caking day, fall sweater, Halloween socks, pending cast on. I like it. I know. So, Pamela, I get so inspired by everybody in this group too, because I know I love seeing, and we have got a handful of people like Nikki and oh, okay, I shouldn't name names because I'm going to end up forgetting somebody, but we have a lot of people in this group that just bang out projects consistently, and they're beautiful and they're quick, and then they're onto something else, and then I just want to make them all. Pamela, oh, you love that wheat stitch. You're a newbie crocheter. Okay, I think I did know that. Um, but if there's a video, I may consider it. Okay, you guys, let's do a week long pumpkin knit along, the wheat stitch. Let's try it. There's a video. How can we go wrong if there's a video, right? Susie said already put a stitch marker on the end stitch. Yeah, we can do this, or we'll have really fun stories next Monday night of it's a pumpkin. How wonky can a pumpkin get? And like before you answer that, pumpkins can be all wonky, right? Like it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, I think we should. Oh, Pamela says I've seen a similar stitch in knitting called the leaf stitch. Ooh, that would be fun to, like, compare, right? To do the knit version, the crochet version. Oh, what is the well for, Diane, for doing the pumpkins? Or what that they're how oh, does something about, like, how hard can the wheat stitch be? Is that what your comment is about? No, don't. Let's just go with that, it'll be fine. We'll all watch the video, and it will be success all the way around for all of us. Oh, oh! Oh, yummy. So where are you, Amanda? So it's earlier in the evening for you too. Her mother-in-law just brought a grilled cheese made in a waffle iron. That just sounds so yummy. Diane, okay, let's see. Oh, it was about if there's a video, we can't go wrong. Well, maybe watch the video twice and then start. Maybe that's what we do. Oh, it's delicious. You got this though. Thanks, Diane. I need the encouragement of, "You can do this. You can do this." And you guys know that I'm gonna be watching the video tonight going, "What the what? The what goes where, and you're wrapping where and pulling what through where, and you've got 7 wraps, and, like, what if you lose one?" Yeah, I could see all kinds of ways this could be an adventure, but it's just a pumpkin. So, like, better done than perfect, right? So, I mean, how many of my granny squares did I start out that had, like, extra stitches and a whole extra corner and something, right? It can't be any worse than that. And then you just, like, make it into a pumpkin. Oh, so we're not really doing it we're not doing a granny square, though. We're doing it flat. You can seam it, so if there's any wonky spots, you can just get creative when you sew it and stuff it. Alright. Hi, Deborah. When is our next Zoom? Oh, this coming Sunday night for all of us crocheters. Maybe we can discuss the wheat stitch on our Zoom call. So for our group of granny square crocheters, it is this coming Sunday, which I think is the 26th, and it is 4 p.m. I think my phone died. 4 p.m. Eastern time. So, I'll probably be in my car again. So hopefully it stays light. At 4 o'clock our time, I should still have enough daylight. Yeah, it would be fun. So that's my goal. I'm gonna attempt the wheat stitch before our Sunday Zoom call. And Diane, we can chat about it. And I will either have a version of like, oh my gosh, the video made it so easy, or I'm gonna be like, what the heck was I thinking? Just because something looks so pretty and I think I'm an accomplished crocheter. We'll see how it goes. Oh no, can you make it, Diane, or do you have something else on Sunday? Susanna, crochet, knit, cross stitch, embroidery, sew, and so on. I know most of us do a lot of different things, which is so fun. Do we have a Halloween display at the store? We have got, I think, like a really fun fall theme, and they're switching it over to more Halloweeny tomorrow. What is this, Diane? I may be out and about. Okay. Okay. Well, that's okay. If you can't make it, that's all right. We will catch up on the next one. Maybe I can get out of it. Well, here's your out. If you want to get out of whatever you're supposed to be doing, this is the perfect. It's like, oh darn, I had a previous um whatever you call us, an appointment to get together. And yes, I forgot about. I really can't miss it. I'll leave that up to you to decide what you want to do. Don't feel like you need to come to the Zoom call. And then for other people because I know some people always say, well, oh, I haven't crocheted very much, so I don't want to come. Come, be inspired. There's a previous engagement. That's right. That sounds very important. Not that a commitment. That's right. Diane, as a seasoned crocheter, she has to mostly be there to inspire me and a handhold for me to keep me going on this crochet journey. Anyways, that's okay, but yeah, come join. It's, some people are there, like Cheryl, not to call out Cheryl, I don't know if she's watching or not, but I know, yeah, she joined last month, and she crocheted a square or 2 while we were chatting, and she's like, "Yeah, I didn't do a thing last month." Because, life gets in the way. She's been on a sweater knitting kick, so we don't wanna slow her down from that because we all love seeing her sweaters. But, yeah, just come and join. It's, like, just a good time maybe if you just need that little push to, like, pick up your crochet hook again, come and see what everybody's been working on. Because some people are putting together blankets, and it is very inspiring, let me tell you. All right. So I have a plan to get back on track. I have started watching Hallmark movies. It is officially that time of year. I did watch a Hallmark Halloween movie last night and loved it so much. And then a Christmas one automatically followed, and I did watch it. I'm like, what can you do? If it's on, it's on. It's not like I actively went out of my way to watch Christmas, but I did watch it, and I'm, like, so excited for, all of the holidays, Halloween, and then roll right into Christmas, and then, of course, take some time for Remembrance Day in there as well. Come to the call and be inspired by others' projects. Exactly, Susie. Because that's what this is all about, right? I mean, the goal, like, well, I mean, if I don't know if it was always the goal. I think at some point I thought my goal was I can do a square a day. How it's a granny square. Who can't fit that in their day? Me. But I have still learned so much, and yeah, have I crocheted every day? Absolutely not. Have there been weeks and months where I've done none? Most definitely. But I'm still miles ahead from where I was a year ago at this time. I feel like I can actually say I am a beginner crocheter now, like 100%. A year ago, I'd be like, yeah, I used to say I was a freestyle crocheter because I would just like make up my own stitch, right? I would crochet a border or something, or I don't know, like hardly ever. And I think I had maybe attempted one granny square before that. But now I feel like I can say I'm a beginner crocheter. And that is the truth, right? Okay. What is this? Oh, Pamela's saying, I thought the same thing. I've done 3 this month, like 3 granny squares. All of us are in the same boat, Louise, Susanna's saying. Yeah. So just come if you're part of our group, and I will send out a Zoom link, Saturday, most likely Sunday at noon. Um, and so yeah, stay tuned. Message me if you don't get the link. I know last month Nikki had trouble for some reason. So anyways, hopefully that's everybody will get the link and we can chat crochet. We can chat wheat stitch. Oh, Diane says I want to have my blanket done, but I've been working so much on the sweater that it's been, yeah. But see, that's what happens because the sweaters are super fun and you want to get it done so you can wear it next weekend, right? But then this is where we come together with the crochet as a group, and then we can get ourselves back on track, right? All right, everybody. Okay. Since I had an extended nap tonight, I am feeling like I can stay up a little bit. Maybe I can find another Halloween Hallmark movie to watch right now. And oh, where do I start? Wheat stitch pumpkins, colorwork witch, Halloween socks. I need to wind this yarn. I have to say, I just love looking at this yarn, but I need to wind it so I can actually cast something on with it, which Nikki says, I know. Let me tell you, for such a little project, I'm like at least 3 times I've thought I need to finish this witch tonight. And then I knit literally 2 rounds and I'm exhausted and I fell asleep. So, anyways, the witch will get done. It's Halloween almost, everybody. So have fun with all the Halloween seasonal projects, knit or crochet. I am glad that I'm doing the pumpkin stack. I might try to squeeze in the spider web granny square just because it looks really fun and it is the time of year to do it. Oh, hey, Anne, did I go to Woolstock? No, I did not because I was working in the store. Cheryl was there selling bags, but I did not get to go. I saw some pictures. It looked like it was a great day. I saw pictures of bunnies. Oh, and yeah, some different sheep. So it looked like, Anne, did you make the drive and go? Yeah, but I made my own fun at the yarn store. It was a fantastic day. All right, everybody. Good night. Good night. Oh, and yes, you saw Cheryl. Oh, darn. I know. I'm so sad I didn't get to see you. Another day. I'm hoping just because the yarn shop is a new job for me, I've just been working Saturdays because there's just so many fun little things to do. And I'm trying to, anyways, we won't talk about all that. But anyway, so I'm hoping though for next year, things will be um I can leave on Saturdays, that's what I wanna say, and go to some of the different shows. So I'm actively working on that. and possibly vending at them is my goal, or at least getting on the wait list so that maybe that can happen, over the next year or 2. We will see. More settled. That's it. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Where are my words? Yes, more settled. Yes. Anyways, all right. I'm going to go. I'm going to wind yarn. I'm going to knit a witch. Have a fantastic week, everybody. I will see you all next Monday night and some of you guys Sunday for the Zoom call. Thanks for joining me live tonight, everybody. Thanks for voting. It's always a great way to start Mondays. Have a fantastic week. Bye.